Oh, good morning. Looks like we have a new patch today. Let's see what we got going on here. What? What are you asking for? See the gold chain around his neck? Gold belt? He's a thief. What the? This is super questionable. See the gold chain around his neck and the gold belt? He's a thief? What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Barcode. I'm back for another video. Am I gonna be the only one that talks about this man's voice? This is a grown, bulked up man. Anyway, we got a new hero. We got a new event. A lot of balance changes, which are good, and a lot of other stuff to talk about. If you like this content, sup, like, ding ding bell. Let's go. There may have been a video where I talked about some fire monsters I'd like to see implemented, and I don't know if I had any influence in this. If I did, I don't know. But man, let's look back and see. Fire damage dealer that ignores defense on the ultimate. I think that would be huge. We got a new legendary hero, Fire Jarrell, or I'm the worst for pronouncing names. Super Saiyan. Check out his abilities. He obviously has awesome base attack stats. Let's check out his trait. Grants 2 rage at the start of battle. Each attack grants 1 rage. 6 rage removes all negative effects from this character and activates Asura. Okay, so he is a rage-based damage dealer. He needs 4 more rage to go into Asura state, or Ashura, whatever. Attacks into Flaming Asura. They deal extra damage based on his max HP. Okay, interesting. So is this gonna be a bruiser? I don't know. If you can somehow get his rage up really quickly, then he'd probably be better as a bruiser, but I don't know. I know he has a life steal, so that might not be a bad idea to build him as a bruiser. Like attack, crit damage, HP, something like that. Let's check out his basic. Deals 100% damage and 20% more if the target has a positive effect, okay? When attacked, he boosts his life steal 50% and counterattacks with basic abilities. Alright, yeah, definitely a bruiser build. You can only do it once per round. And his ultimate, he has a self-attack up and defense pierce up for 2 turns. So this actually means you can pierce, ignore, and it's the same thing. The defense for 2 turns. So you could do this on his ultimate, his basic attack, and his counterattack. And this is a 3-turn cooldown. So that's pretty huge. So like on auto, for example, he would do his ultimate, he would get attack up and defense pierce for 2 turns. He then does a basic attack, so his ultimate will be down to 2 turns. He'll have 4 rage at this point, unless he's been attacked and counterattacks or whatever. Or if he's on cursed, and he gets a cursed proc on both, he would then have 6 rage. So then you would basic attack again, the ultimate will be down to 1 turn cooldown. But again, if you kill a wave and go into a next round, the ultimate will be up by the boss. So technically, you should be having a Flaming Asura right when the boss wave starts. So this looks like the Super Saiyan Man is going to be able to be a speed type of comp, because that's when he's going to be doing the most damage overall optimally with the Flaming Asura, doing extra damage on his max HP. I gotta check his bio though. Does he say he's like a little child or something and he's grown up as a man? So nothing about him being a little kid trapped in a man's body. So that's why I'm confused about that voice. Anyway, and an awesome, amazing character. Graphically, abilities look really cool. Pretty excited to see where we're gonna be able to use them. I'm not gonna talk about this drama. I don't need that on my channel. I'm sure you've all seen videos about it, so I'm just gonna delete it. Alright, so we got update notice right here. I'm gonna talk about them. There's a lot of different hero adjustments, and I think it's for the best. They're really good adjustments in my opinion. Alright, first and foremost, Evelyn First Dawn, I don't have her. If you're lucky to have her, congratulations. But she definitely got a buff because all she was really her ultimate and her passive. So now her second skill is an additional joint attack with an ally. That's pretty huge, especially in these speed comps. You got Gangello, you got Santis, you got Evelyn First Dawn. More poisons, right? Poison's still gonna run the game. Brand the Brilliant, lightning compression, increased damage from 100 to 150. That's his basic. The ultimate is increased damage from 100 to 120%. I mean, honestly though, that's not a big buff at all. You build Brand the Brilliant as a tanky hero, that's going to be a minor increase. You're not building these heroes for attack, crit damage, attack. And really all Brand the Brilliant's damage comes from the true damage, which is not included in these. God Furry, he now can apply a silence for 1 turn, and his ultimate damage is increased to 150%. I mean, they're really making him a shutdown king. The silence for 1 turn isn't just an extra bonus. You're building him tanky, the damage is not going to be very noticeable, so it doesn't really matter for his ultimate. Bulbaref is going to get a small buff. He's going to get more HP back when he is revived. I think that's pretty good, considering Bulbaref is lower on the tier lists. Not sure if that's going to make him viable or not, but it is nice for him to get his HP back higher up. Because usually when he died and he revived, you could just one-shot him anyway. Tia gets a buff in my opinion. I feel like this is really good. She does AoE, she has a chance to freeze, but she's going to be doing more damage to the target that she selects. So she'll do 170% damage to a single target and then 120 to the rest. She'll automatically freeze that single target that she chooses, and then she has a 50% chance to freeze the rest. If they're affected by frostbite, it's 80%. So I think that's pretty good. She's going to be doing more damage, and it's a guaranteed freeze on that one target. I like that change on Tia, and I hope to see her around more. And that's what I feel like with a lot of these changes, is that they're trying to implement, like, have more heroes come into play, so we don't see the same heroes over and over. Lydia, she's getting more dodge, and if you ascend her, I think it's to the 2nd ascension, but she gets lifesteal as well. 20% lifesteal, it really depends. I mean, if you bring in Marion and you have 25% lifesteal, it's really not a lot at all. The only time you're going to get real benefit out of lifesteal is like on your ultimates. The basic attacks don't do much damage compared to ultimates. I mean, they can depending on the hero, but overall in general. And that's because, like I said in previous videos, like defense is too high, damage modifiers on heroes are too low. We will find the balance someday, I feel like. This is a step in the right direction, but I think it's going to be a lot of tweaking over time. Alright, Yolanda, you don't see her too much, but she also got a buff as well. Her second skill, which also still applies immune and attack up, but it grants a bonus turn at the end of the turn, which I like that. It's just more utility, more support for Yolanda. They decreased the shield to 5 turns, which is good, and the crit resistance is up to 50%. I feel like you're gonna see a lot of Yolanda. Maybe not in PvP so much, but in other areas. Because having crit resistance, having a shield, having bonus turns with the attack up. Savannah, her special, Change of Vengeance, increased the duration of crit damage up to 2 turns. Her ultimate is now 2 stacks, which increases by 30%, and before where it was 3 stacks to 20%. So this will get your bonus attack quicker. Hector's War Axe now will apply precision up to himself, so that's going to help him land those. Since Sierra now will apply precision up to herself. I mean, these are actually good buffs both for Hector and Sierra. Precision is really an underrated stat. Hydresia, okay, she was the queen in the beginning, right? Everybody wanted Hydresia, but now let's see what they did, right? Before her Dragonkin or trait, attacks have a 50% chance to grant a bonus attack, which I feel like it wasn't 50%. It never procced when you wanted it to, right? Now, attacks have a 40% chance to grant a bonus attack, plus 15% chance per valid hit on the enemy. Okay, this is crazy. We're gonna see Hydresia all over again. If there's 4 enemies, she's getting a 100% chance to proc a bonus attack. If she has 3 enemies up, there's an 85% chance to proc an extra attack. 2 enemies, 70%. And if there's just 1 enemy, it's a 55% chance. So this is a huge buff for Hydresia. I bet Childish Plays is happy. Hee. Alright, Lightwing Zachary, please, please, please. Alright, his trait now, when he gets crit, he takes 30% less damage. His basic attack damage increased from 80 to 100, and his special increases damage from 100 to 120%. No! That's not gonna work. I don't think this is gonna be a good change for Lightwing Zachary. I mean, yeah, it's not something's better than nothing. But I think we all, in general, want to see Lightwing Zachary succeed. But I don't think these changes are gonna make him shine. He's still gonna be a one-turn guy. Like his ultimate just doesn't do the damage. And you don't build him with crit rate. You build him with straight attack unless you have like amazing substats where you can just build super duper high attack and still have the crit rate to succeed. But you're not putting crit damage on the ring because his ultimate is based off how much attack he does and it can't crit. Now, I feel like the only way Lightwing Zachary is gonna get used and be viable is if his ultimate can crit. Or if he has some kind of like passive or trait that makes all his attacks crit, but his ultimate does not crit. That's the only way we're going to see Lightwing Zachary. I don't know, maybe just change his basic and special to just automatically crit. He may be a little OP at the point, but he's a single target nuker. He can't like kill the whole team at once. Kane, increased damage per hit from 30 to 50%. Not a big deal, you build him tanky anyway, right? But his ultimate now applies a shield equal to 20% of max HP for 2 turns to himself. I feel like we're going to see a lot more Kane, even though I feel like we should have already, at least in the PvE aspect of things. Thomas's trait changes a little bit. So now unascended, he has a 30% chance to stun. Before, you had to have ascension to get that 30%. That's when his HP is above 50. When you ascend him now, and he takes damage more than 30% of his HP, he gets a shield equal to that 30% HP for 2 turns. Also, his basic damage increases from 100 to 120. His passive counterattack now increased damage to 120% and has a chance to remove positive effects. I really feel like with the new hero and with some of these changes here, they're trying to make Talpa viable. Not viable, but probably easier for some. I don't know, it's still not a dungeon I would farm. Until they change that rage gear, give it crit damage. Lord Wreck, the dwarf, the water one, now deals bonus damage equal to 3% of the character's max HP. Oh, that's just with the basic. Still decent. I mean, that's a good buff, especially for like PvE. I think that's pretty good. We'll probably see some comps with Lord Wreck in it somewhere, at least for dungeons. Virgil, my silence boy, his trait, Arcane Sanction effect increases true damage from 10 to 20% and will recover 10% of Virgil's max HP. Pretty decent. If you don't know his Arcane Sanction, it actually does true damage. It's a better chance, I think, when you're higher ascended. I mean, true damage, 20%. Pretty decent. Now he has a little bit of sustain, and this happens every round. Hugh, his ultimate now applies decreased damage taken for 2 turns, I assume to himself. Borden now applies stealth for 1 turn to start a battle. Not sure how I feel about that. I feel like this is going to be harder on us in like Hard Tower. Magnar, who I have like multiple copies of, and he's a synthesizable hero. His basic increased damage to 100%, that's good. They removed the thing where like if he's already affected by defense down, then it applies defense down 2 for 2 turns. So hopefully I'm thinking Magnar is still has the defense down 2. Let's just see. Yeah, it's just regular defense down. So he doesn't get that defense down 2, which sucks. But the attack percentage increase is good. Alright, his second skill is now a passive skill. When HP is below 50%, he grants a shield for 2 turns. If this character already has a shield, it immediately grants a bonus turn. Can be triggered every 2 rounds. Interesting. But come to think of it, I think this skill is stupid. This doesn't make sense. It grants a shield with strength based on his attack when he goes under 50% health. Or if he has a shield, he gets a bonus turn. Now this is a passive, so it automatically procs when you go under 50%. How is your HP gonna drop when you have a shield on already? So how can he get a bonus turn if he already has a shield? Alright, his ultimate increased damage to 180%. Now if you know his trait, the ultimate can proc again. So more damage, better. They removed the effect where like if the target was affected by stun, it would do more damage. So they just want to see him outright like be used more. But I still think there's like better heroes out there for fire. Raging Aura got to change his 30% attack for the current turn. And Water Prism got to change where it doesn't remove all positive effects. Not sure how I feel about that. I feel like there's going to be a lot of players for like hard 10-8 that are now going to have issues. We have some graphics and UI optimizations. We also have a new event for the new legendary hero. Assassin got a change and now it does more damage. It's still a 50% chance, which it's just, oh my god. Just put the chance to 100% automatic and put it back down to 35%. It's a 4-piece set. It's super RNG. I don't know. I don't like taking that risk. Spells are limited to 1 per round in arena now. I feel like that screws offense, but it kind of also screws defense as well. In-game chat, holy crap, it's the word limit increased. There's some new UI stuff that I'm gonna check out real quick. We also have a new sign-in event for Jarrell, whatever his name is. I don't know, man. Let's check out the dungeon UI real quick. I'll say, looks like this is like an events page right here. And down here at the bottom, there's the Proving Gate, which has endless trials. That's where it is. We got 2 other things coming in. Feature not unlocked yet. Maybe that'll come out next month. Maybe. I don't know. Let's check out this new event here on the map. Captain Board is busy touting his exploits, almost too impressive to be believed to a group fellow rascal. I guess we don't want to. I guess we're just going to skip the whole thing because they don't even want me to read the actual monologue. Slow it down, bro. I can't even read that fast. Alright, so we got an event here. There's event shops. I saw on my other account. With the scarabs, it looks like you can get a summoning crystal, ancient summoning crystal, 6-star legendary necklace, 5-star pumpkin, 5 5-star pumpkins to be honest, 5 summons as well. As many special gear charms as your heart desires. And with these jade shards, you got summons as well, foodies, advanced gear charms for your heart's desire. A raider ring, which is crit rate. Oh my, gross. What is this random too? Yeah, the substats. Yeah, but it's got flat. Like, come on, bro. I hope this is different for everyone. Anyway, let's see how we can get these jade shards. All right, like I said, this is the lead only count, so let's just blow people up. I only get to meet you outside the temple, brother. I heard you've been pushing your body to the limit for 2 decades. For pushing your body for 2 decades, you hit like a wimp. Just saying. 50 Jadeless shards on the 3rd challenge. Okay, and you can multi-battle this. So it looks like the 3rd mission is the one for the events that you want to farm. Okay, so yeah, you get 50 every single time. So in this first stage, you challenge 3, you can get 500 every 10 multis. So 100 energy. Want to see if the higher stages give higher jade shards. I would hope so. So it looks like the next group of challenges stages, the last stage gives 50 as well. Okay, so it's still 50 on this one too. And it looks like the difficulty of the enemies levels do go up, like from 1-3 to 2-3. It's by minor levels, like 3 levels. But I assume when we finish this whole campaign event, we could probably just farm 1-3 like super quick non-stop and just like profit from that. Also with the daily challenges, you only unlock 3 new challenges every day for the first 7 days of the event. The event is also locked here as well, so I can't really push forward on the event. For the first 7 days, we'll have another week to complete it, so really you don't have to rush this. You could literally rush the last 7 days to farm for the event for the shop, because I don't feel like there's going to be an issue with farming it. Probably going to be pretty easy. Let me just do something up in here. Just get something going on or something. Alright, let's get our boy Jarrell, okay? That's what I'm calling him, just Jarrell. If anybody calls him anything else, you're wrong. It is Jarrell the Super Saiyan. Let's go, baby. We're going to get him. We're pulling him right here. Jarrell the Super Saiyan. It's going to be Gangelo or Jarrell. Gangelo or Jarrell. Alright. Oh, there it is. Jarrell, baby. Yeah, give me that, boy. He doesn't even sound like that. He should sound like that. But he sounds like this instead. He's like, high five. That's it for today's video. All in all, I think this is a great update. I'm really excited for the next month or 2. What I'm not excited for is the amount of videos I'm going to push out, because I'm about to get super busy with work pretty soon. But hopefully I can still do my content, as much content as I want to. I might have to put in some late hours putting in content, editing videos, but time will tell. If you like this content, like this video, sub, like, ding the bell. See you in the next one. Peace.